Universal Orlando Resort for over 5 years, you are listening to the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 197, edging up on episode 200 there, of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Joining me today on the show, we have Lee.
Hello, everyone.
And we have Lee.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's right. It's a two-man show this time.
We have to reference Shana's email from a couple of shows ago that Hunter's at Disney again. Oh no, he isn't, is he?
No, actually, he's at Universal this time.
Yes, he is, right. Yes. Fair enough, I'll let him off then.
Exactly. And where is your wife? Has it finally happened? The inevitable?
Well, we've had one argument too many. No. She is out currently shopping because she's opening a tea shop this week, so she's very, very busy, but hopefully she should be back for next week.
That is right. Everybody from around the world, make sure you stop by Darlington and get a cup of tea.
Yes. And
tell them the UUOP sent you. And you get one free biscuit, but it's a very small one.
Yes. She's not here, I'll say you might get a kiss as well.
Yeah.
She won't listen to this either, so it's fine.
All right. Yes. So also for those listeners in the UK, when you go to retrieve your free biscuit, you can also go on iTunes waiting and subscribe, rate, and review to be in with a chance to win a $25 Universal gift card.
Yes. For the whole month of May.
Exactly. So that's basically lunch when you're at the park, but hey, that's lunch on us.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we still haven't heard from Clicker Lover, who won the U.S. draw. So please get in touch with us.
Yeah, there's a $25 gift card with your name written on it.
Exactly. I think eventually, we'll have to redraw, right?
Yeah.
So much time? I don't know. So just get in touch with us as soon as possible.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Anything else going on with you?
No.
All right.
It's weird not having other people interjecting. It's just like, anything?
Yeah.
No.
No, you're good. All right, we're good. All right, well, then let's move on to a Florean Fortescue ice cream debate from Jennifer.
Hey, this is Jennifer from Birmingham, Alabama. I wanted to join in on the Florean Fortescue's ice cream debate. My favorite ice cream is the chocolate and raspberry, and my husband's favorite is the salted caramel blondie. Love the show. Thanks, y'all.
Oh, there you go.
Caramel blondie's got to be like, number 3 by now, right?
I'm just trying to get the document I have up so I can add them both in. Chocolate raspberry. Oh, we haven't got that one on at all.
Nope, that's a new one.
So, at this point, apple crumble and salted caramel blondie are winning. They are level.
All right.
Chocolate chili is just behind, and then, yeah. But
this could be that could be the Kentucky Derby listings as well.
Yeah.
They got names like that.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Yep, definitely. So yeah, thanks for that, Jennifer. We really want to hear your opinion. So if you want to vote to be heard, just record us a message on your phone telling us who you are, where you are, and which is your favorite Florean Fortescue's ice cream flavor, preferably in the park, because that's always great to have that background music there.
Not wanting to give too much away, but we received one the other day and it was awesome. That's all I'll say. I've listened to it and it's awesome, and that was recorded in the park.
Good deal. Yep, so shoot us an email over at podcast@uuopodcast.com.
Or alternatively, and I'll get it right because Hunter's not here, you can go to speakpipe.com/uuopodcast and you can just record it there because you press the little microphone and you record your little thing and it automatically gets emailed to us.
All right. Well, then let's go on to the news. Hello, this is Skip Whippington, and our top story this week is a reveal by Universal Orlando of the King Kong animatronic. Over to Lee for more.
Well, this is quite interesting, actually, because we saw the animatronic before this little release, didn't we?
Yes, yeah, we did.
It was kind of leaked about, and it looked awesome, and this was kind of like, seen it. But anyway,
Yeah, but seeing it in action a little bit there.
Yeah.
Some slight movement, and then lit properly was pretty.
It was
cool.
awesome. But yeah, they did a little teaser, and then the next day they did actually reveal a video with his name's escaping me at the moment, Mike West, going through what you assume is the ride itself, not necessarily the queue. They released a blog post with the facts about the animatronic, saying that it will be over 3 stories tall, which is massive.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be approaching the old Kong size, right?
I'd be interested to
Not
see
bigger.
how big the Yeti is compared to it, because that's obviously what that's what everyone's gonna compare it to, the Yeti and Expedition Everest.
Yep.
They said its head will be larger than an automobile.
What automobile? That makes a big difference.
Like a Fiat.
Bigger than a Ford Fiesta? I'm not impressed.
Like a Fiat 500 or something. It will have 18-foot wide shoulders. It will be 18... Is that feet? 18 feet wide at the shoulders. Christ. It will have distinctive scars. Okay. It will express human-like emotions.
It will be sentient.
It might be. You'll be able to feel his breath.
Is it going to be? Is it going to smell of bananas?
I think a lot of Universal fanboys will be very, very disappointed. Anybody who's ridden the original one, if it doesn't, will be very disappointed. Yeah,
I think so.
Having not ridden the other one, not really bothered. And they've also said his roar will rattle your very bones. That's not good. Oh, you can see the injury report for the next quarter.
Exactly. I don't need a chiropractor after that one. So that's cool.
But yes, as I said, they released a video of Mike West sort of walking through the attraction and stuff, and you can head over to our blog, UUOpodcast.com, to read more and to watch the video, but I'm going to play you the audio of said video right now.
Monstrous creatures and a few intrepid adventurers have sought to rule this treacherous land. But there's only one king on Skull Island, Reign of Kong. Your journey has taken you deep into foreboding caverns and dense jungles, right into the path of deadly predators. Then, on the brink of destruction, Kong arrives. But is he there to save you? Well, you'll find out when you face this colossal beast in the flesh. This isn't a movie. This is the real deal. Close enough that you'll feel his breath sweep across your skin and his thunderous roar reverberate through every bone in your body. In an instant, the emotional power of the legendary King Kong overtakes you. This is his world, and you're at his mercy.
Yeah, I'm gutted because we're obviously not going to get to ride it for quite some time, but it's just getting me so amped up for it.
Mm-hmm. If rumors are true, I might not be riding it for a long time either.
No, it sounds that way. I know we discussed it today previously, didn't we? We were hearing rumors that there's been substantial problems with the animatronic.
Yeah, that may or may not result in months of delay. So
that's worrying.
Definitely hope not.
Yeah, because it's funny. Going off on a tangent a little bit, that the Hulk's been testing this past weekend. If you go on to our Instagram, you can see a video that Travis posted of it, and apparently it's very quiet.
Yeah. I wonder if was it assisted by any other kind of audio? Like, was there an actual roar that happened, like through speakers or something as it went by?
I don't think so, because I've
Before
heard people.
It was just the coaster.
Yeah, I've heard people say that they put sawdust inside, or some sand was it inside the track to help it make that roar. But as far as I was aware, when you put sand inside it, it's supposed to deafen or dampen the sound, not make it more. But I think it was Alan Shepley on Twitter and Instagram posted the day that Minion Mayhem and Transformers The Ride 3D, both soft opened on the 6th of June, one in 2014 and one in 2015. So the 6th of June seems to be a very specific day for soft openings at Universal Orlando.
Yeah. Oh, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, not
if
for
you happen to be in the area, just stop in and see what happens.
The thing is, they've got to get it right.
Yeah.
They'll be looking at what's happened with Disney and how they're getting slammed again over the Yeti and won't want to make that mistake.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to see the con come out and then it just becomes a stationary object with a strobe light on it.
Yeah.
And everybody over at Disney has a laugh.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've took that risk. But I think they've obviously listened to us with our debates about screens and stuff and decided, well, we'll do it for them.
Exactly. Yep. So you're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, that it's not working.
Oh boy, they'll get it going. They're wizards over there.
Oh yeah.
So, our second news item is something that Hunter and I have been waiting for a long time to see, as well as the Universal Orlando Annual Pass holder group. Over to me for more. Thanks. Universal finally announced that they will be replacing their current paper annual passes with plastic passes.
Ooh, I just need to step in here that when we had this conversation between the four of us, Hunter went, "I'm past plastic passes now. It's about time we had a wristband."
Yeah. I was hoping for a hat of some kind. RFID enabled hat.
Yeah.
The new annual passes will be available in 3 vibrant colors. If purple's your color of choice, you'll want to get a power pass. If teal's more up your alley, you can go ahead and get a preferred pass. And yellow, of course, is the way to be. Bumblebee and Minion approved premier passes in yellow. They're also sturdier than the current passes, obviously, and will match the updated sleeve you may have already received. If you haven't already received the new sleeve, it'll come with your new annual pass. It says new passes will be available at both Universal Orlando Resort theme parks during special distribution events, Fridays through Sundays starting June 3rd. To get your new plastic pass, you need to go to either the Lagoon side of the Jurassic Park Discovery Center or Cafe La Bamba between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. on June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, June 10th, 11th, and 12th, or June 17th, 18th, and 19th. And you can go over to UUOpodcast.com to find out more about those.
I wonder how busy those places are going to be. I wonder, it'd be interesting actually to go and sort, if you have nothing else to do, to stake those 2 locations out over the course of those days to see how many annual pass holders they have.
Yeah. Oh, I think a lot of people will show up for it. If the pass holder group is any indication.
Yeah. Just intrigued to see how many annual pass holders somewhere like Universal actually has.
Yeah, I hope it's a smooth transition over. I hope that works out well. That's what I'm nervous about. But
are you happy with that though, Darren?
Yeah. Plastic passes are always better. You don't have to worry about them getting wet or anything like that, or keeping them in your wallet and having the ink rub off and having to go get a new one. So,
which in Florida is, it's if it's not the humidity, it's the rain. Or it's the water rides, you've got a lot of moisture to contend with in the parks.
Exactly. I've had a Busch Gardens pass for going on probably about 10 years now, and I still have the same original plastic pass that I started with. So, it makes a big difference. In Universal, I've already had to get a few replacements. Also nice is I won't necessarily have to have a lanyard tan, but I don't know if I can let go of the lanyard completely. Right. It's become like a thing for Universal, you know? So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah, I wore my RIP lanyard for the rest of the holiday after we came back and I had nothing in it. You just get used to wearing them, don't you?
Yeah. I wear our RIP tour one that we got for that. That's my lanyard for work. I put my work badge on it. So
awesome. Actually, speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, I see all the auditions for scare actors were held over the last couple of days.
Yep. Well, yeah, they started off with the alumni, the people that had been there before.
Yeah.
So they get like first dibs, which I found interesting, but it makes a lot of sense. They're already versed in how how it works and how the event goes. So it makes sense to utilize them first and foremost.
There was a friend of ours who was in the Run House last year. He posted a picture on Facebook of his acceptance. I think this is his 10-year run-in, and they spelt his name wrong.
Oh, man.
But yes, congratulations, everybody, and unfortunately, I won't get to see you this year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because I know last year a lot of people that had been in previous years didn't make it last year, so it'd be interesting to see how they're going this year. But
I'm sure the popcorn doctor will be there again.
Yeah, definitely. More is better though, so hopefully we have a ton of scare actors in there.
Yes,
be awesome. Universal Orlando finally gave us some details of something we never mentioned when it happened a few weeks ago concerning the new City Walk Eatery. So, Lee, tell us more.
Yeah, it went under the radar a little bit when it happened, but the Toothsome Chocolate Factory that's coming on leaps and bounds, actually, if you see the construction pictures at the moment. That entrance facade's really coming along. But apparently the name has now changed. And it's not the Toothsome Chocolate Factory and long-ass suffix that was on the end of it before. It is now the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savoury Feast Kitchen. No one seems to know why the name change. There's been lots of speculation that because the chocolate factory portion of it makes people think of a certain Mr. Wonka and they don't want to associate that, or whether the license holders of the Mr. Wonka property don't want anybody thinking of that because it's not. But
right.
I think Chocolate Emporium sounds more special anyway.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that works out better.
I've heard a lot of people talking about it, saying that they wish they had just thrown the money at it and had it as a Willy Wonka chocolate factory. And personally, I don't. Yeah, I would rather see them come up with their own in-house created stuff rather than. I think there's too much.
Right.
It's
too much licensing.
There's too much of it in theme parks at the moment. It's a topic that I think we, or maybe another Producers Club roundtable coming up, or both, should discuss, because even Disney at this point, there's very little original concepts around the sort of, if you look at Universal Orlando and Disney. Now, Universal get away with it a little bit more because it's a movie theme park. Mm-hmm. So you would expect it. But even Disney have gone away from it now. What was the last thing that Disney, other than take Expedition Everest out of the equation? Before that, that's one, and that was, I think that's been up 10 years this year. In Disney World, the last ride that was created that was an original concept, I couldn't honestly tell you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could argue Test Track, probably Soarin', but then that was a clone.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I think it's all about marketing nowadays. You've got to have.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the original concept, at least from on the Universal side, is the movies and
yeah.
So you want to have that, but then the place where you have the opportunity to differ from that is restaurants and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where they can put their own concepts in. And I'll relate it a lot to Halloween Horror Nights, where you've got your IP houses and you've got your original houses.
Yeah.
And I personally prefer, usually, depending on the year, I guess, but for the most part, I prefer the original houses because it gives you a chance to see what the Universal creative team can come up with just completely on their own.
Can you remember what your top 3 were from last year then, Darren, off the top of your head?
No.
My top 3, I think, if I remember rightly, were my number 1 was 25 Years of Monsters of Mayhem, the original house. Insidious wasn't. And then I think Body Collectors was my number 3. So 2 original houses in my top 3.
Yeah, I would say, well, Freddy vs. Jason was my number 1. And yeah, that was based on the movies and everything, so that one doesn't count. But the second would have been 25 Years, and the third would have been Body Collectors.
Yeah.
So
Horror Nights is a different beast, though, isn't it? Because I think to get that as big as it is, they obviously really push the marketing on the IPs to get people in.
Right. But I mean, I really miss the years where it was like 50-50.
Yeah.
Because I want to see my like horror icons and stuff like Freddy and Jason fighting, and this year having Leatherface there is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And all that, but I also like love the concepts that they can come up with. So
I think that's the thing, is that you're a real Horror Nights fanboy who's been going for 12, 13 years, so you understand that. Whereas if you've never been before and you're looking to go and they go out with body collectors, you'll be like, I don't really know what that is. But they throw Texas Chainsaw Massacre at you, or they throw an Exorcist at you, you're going to be like, oh my God, I need to go and see that. So that's why they've started to go down that route.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, obviously you can tell from the attendance at the event. It's insane. So.
Yeah. No Walking Dead announcement yet this year, though. Yet.
What's that?
No Walking Dead announcement yet.
Yeah, I think it'll be next, probably.
Probably. I think if that deal's obviously been done still with them putting the permanent house over in Hollywood, I think, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't seen any of this season. I don't know anything that happened. I don't know if anything really lends itself to a house.
We haven't watched it since like the third episode of this season, I think. I just got bored of it.
Yeah.
And then, it was bad enough for me going through that house last year, but I can't imagine you've done that every year for the last 4 years.
Yeah. And not knowing what the hell was going on any of the years, because I don't follow the show, so.
I'll throw Thomas under the bus, though. That was the first house we did at the RIP tour, and he was like, oh my God, that's the best house I've ever done. And then we came out of 4 later, and he said, who was it said that The Walking Dead was the best house here? And I went, I don't know, Thomas, who was it? Oh, that's right, it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah. So.
Anyway, there you go. So it's now an emporium. But yes, I hope that's where we're going. We were talking about Tooth from Chocolate Factory. I see what Disney have that Universal doesn't do is a overly themed restaurant. And I don't just mean the interior or the food. I mean the staff that plays the role as well. I mean, you've been to Whispering Canyon, and one of my favorites on Disney property is the 50s Primetime Cafe. Universal needs something like that, and I'm hoping that that's what this is going to be. Something along those lines where the staff play a role in the story.
Yeah, definitely. That would be awesome. They definitely need something like that. So
yeah.
All right. Okay, well, let's move on here. Going on to Autism at the Parks with Maureen from Marvel Superhero Island.
Hi, this is Maureen Deal with Autism at the Parks, and I'm reporting from Universal Orlando Resort for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Today I'm at Islands of Adventure in Marvel Superhero Island, and I'm standing outside Dr. Doom's Fearfall. Let's be honest, you'll never see me on this ride. Okay, it's a bit too intimidating for me. This attraction requires a 52-inch minimum height requirement, so your younger children are not going to be able to ride this attraction. They do have child swap if you need to use it. One of the other points to make is in the rider's guide produced by Universal Orlando Resort, they say that this ride employs safety restraints which may not accommodate certain people due to their body shape or size, and to check out and try the test seat that's out in front of the queue. For those guests using a wheelchair, you'll need to be able to independently transfer to the attraction when you get up to the loading zone. And this has been Maureen Deal for the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, signing off from Islands of Adventure.
Quick question for you, Darren.
Yeah.
When was the last time you rode Dr. Doom?
Probably around the second to last time I went to the park, which was November.
Because I don't think I've ever heard you talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I think it's kind of lame, personally.
The launch, that initial bit is phenomenal.
The first one, yeah.
And then, the drop back down, but...
I don't know. After going on Falcon's Fury, that one's kind of
Fair enough.
low to the ground. Yeah.
I mean, there's been...
It's like 120 feet versus 325.
Isn't Doctor Doom 200, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, with the base, right? Because it's already like a good chunk off the ground. I don't know how high it is, but you got to climb quite a bit in the keel.
I took Jade on it last year just because it's the first time she was tall enough, and I think she enjoyed it. But when we got off, she went, "Is that it?" And we queued, and it was. I think we expressed it as well, and we probably still queued for 10 minutes. It takes forever to load.
Yeah, that is it's a weird setup, and then the area around the actual ride is not themed very well or anything. No. You're just looking at kind of a blank wall in front of you, and then moving to another blank wall, and then and like you said, the express does not work right there either. It seems like that was very much an afterthought, but at least they have little benches for you to sit on and wait because they know you're going to be there for 20 minutes.
There's been a lot of rumor that with the upgrades that they're doing to Marvel Superhero Island at the moment, and what eventually might happen with it, that this might actually go bye-bye.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sad to see it go. It's not something like whenever we come back next, I might, depending on how long it's been, I might go on it just to say, right, I've been on it again. But if I was going like you, going regularly, I'd probably never go on it.
Yeah.
It's one of those you walk past, it's a 25-minute wait and go, no thanks.
Which is another reason why Kong is so integral right now, because there's not enough rides for me to even want to go over to Islands of Adventure right now.
No, and it was the same when we went last year.
So, yeah, that's why they need these new attractions over there, and they need to get rid of that. And I think the like we said, the stage area where Matt Hoffman's used to be.
Yes,
that needs to go, and they need to.
Just put something in there.
Yep.
Either get rid of it
true.
Or put something in there. I don't understand why they've never used it in the... How long have we been going to Orlando now? 11 years. The only thing I've ever seen in there was Bill and Ted, the first Horror Nights we did in 2004.
Right.
I've been in it once.
Yep. It needs something.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. But thanks for that, Maureen. And we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th wonder of the world is returning to Universal Orlando Resort. So let our friends at Fairy Godmother Travel take care of the resort reservation. They are a Universal Parks and Resorts specialist, as well as being an authorised Disney vacation planner, and their service is free to you. From the awesome Cabana Bay Hotel to those other hotels run by a mouse, Fairy Godmother Travel can book all your Orlando vacation needs. So, you don't need to miss the chance to see the amazing King Kong in the flesh. And please make sure to let them know that you heard about Fairy Godmother Travel because of UUOP. Because every UUOP referral helps us to continue to bring you the greatest Universal coverage. Contact them today by phone at 832-284-4002 or toll free at 888-939-642539. Or go to fairygodmothertravel.com.
Let Fairy Godmother Travel make your next vacation magical.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
All right, we are back, and we received an email recently from listener George Robinette giving his thoughts on the new Hulk storyline. Lee?
I think Hunter would have found this quite interesting because I think he kind of broached it when we discussed it before, but George says, listening to your description of the Hulk coaster makes me think that they designed it so the Hulk could easily be removed when they lose the rights. The ride could keep the experiment storyline with other characters, maybe Ninja Turtles. As always, great show, can't wait for my upcoming visit. Is an interesting one, because Hunter commented, didn't he, that the Hulk isn't really integral to the storyline of that ride now.
Yeah. That is true. I mean, yeah, we said there's not enough Hulk for sure. But I don't know. I really don't think they're at risk for a very, very long time of losing the rights to Marvel. I think they're going to be very careful to make sure they stay within the terms that gives them the indefinite unless Disney gives them a lot of money.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to come down to. It's good.
But
Universal aren't going to lose it. Disney have got to give them something that they want for it.
exactly, and it's going to have to be something huge because remember, Universal is owned by Comcast. Comcast is a gigantic corporation that I'm sure has to dwarf Disney in revenue. So it's like, okay, what do you have? Disney's a powerhouse, but Comcast is insane.
Yeah.
They control most of the cable providers on the entire East Coast of the United States.
It's an interesting comment, though. I wonder if it was partially in the back of the mind that if we, let's keep the coaster, let's have a more generic queue that doesn't really showcase the Hulk, then if something does happen in the future, it would be easier to re-theme. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible for sure, but one thing that is interesting that kind of lines up with some of the rumors that we've heard is them going for more of like the realistic angle and like the cinematic universe versions of the characters, and not having those like cardboard cutouts, kind of things that they have that is pretty much the entire superhero island right now. And is that the new ride out front? You've got you've got Hulk with the old track pieces there on the arch, and he is the cinematic Hulk.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty reasonable to say that makeover that we've heard about might actually come through.
I think they've got to do the rest of the island now because the Hulk with that entrance and everything is going to stick out like a sore thumb compared to the rest of the island. See, I was thinking about this the other day, and you think that while they've been redoing the Hulk queue and stuff, a lot of Stormforce has been fenced off. It was closed off when we were there last year. I wonder if they're doing anything to that.
Well, right now it's open. You have to actually go through the Doctor Doom alley.
Right, really?
And hook a left, but yeah, you can ride the ride, and I don't think there's anything different about it.
Right.
So,
but they've got to, like, I had this argument with Hunter a couple of shows back that he said he really likes the facade for Spider-Man. And for me, it's easily missable.
Yeah.
It doesn't really stand out. It doesn't scream, come and ride me. I'm arguably the best ride in Orlando, if not the world. But it doesn't, though, does it? Everyone still says that Spider-Man's in the top 3 rides in the world. Yet you'd walk past it and go, what's that there? Then it doesn't look impressive, does it? Yet you walk past Forbidden Journey and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, any other ride that is up to its technical level and everything has definitely a sculpted facade.
Yeah.
And this is definitely just like a flat pan facade. So
it's going to be difficult with Spider-Man as well if they do try and upgrade the front of it because it's just a box building. It's not like they can work round it or over it. You've literally got the front.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see what they would do with that.
Yeah.
Because I say they've got to now. They've started it. Otherwise, it's going to be disjointed, and that's when Disney can go, right, you're not keeping that island in the standard that we hold for Marvel. Therefore, we'll have that back. Thanks.
Yeah, that is for sure. All right, well, moving on from that, when I visited the parks recently, I got to take part in another little secret tour.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was me, Nina, and Travis, our photographer, came as well. So, like the immigration room tour, the forest tour at ET, and now the defunct booth tour at Twister.
At least we got to do it. We got to do it last year. I was quite happy about that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yep, you can now take the production tour at Revenge of the Mummy. So the guy that took us on our tour, it was much like at Twister. You talk to the guy in the front of the Mummy and tell him you want to take the production tour. What we asked is there anybody available to do the production tour?
Yeah.
And he and the person at the front went over to the little phone booth thing they have and called up and said, yeah, there's somebody here. Hang on here for a while. And then guy showed up. He was really good and really knowledgeable. And we asked him how long he'd been there. He's like, about 2 months.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you definitely get extensive training when you're going on these rides about everything because he was extremely knowledgeable about how everything was set up.
Wow.
But yeah, so we went into the first part, which was the queue, and what was really interesting for me to find out is those like molds for like the face sculpts and everything that they did.
Yeah.
Are actually from the movie production.
Oh, cool.
Those are legitimate. Everything in the queue, most of everything in the queue was actually from the film production.
That's when you go in the main entrance, isn't it? Not the extended bit off to the left.
Right.
Like those little switchbacks, isn't it? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. And when you do go through what would normally be the extended queue, which they hardly ever open. I haven't seen it really since like the opening of the place, probably on some really peak summer days.
Yeah,
I'd imagine that they open that up.
We went through the extended queue last year, and it wasn't busy. Yeah? I don't understand why it was open, but yeah, we went through the extended queue last year and just like walked straight through it. It wasn't backed up or anything. Okay,
yeah, because there's like I think I want to say there's like 3 or 4. I think it was 4 additional rooms.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, with some really cool stuff on the walls that describe it kind of what the whole point of it is take you on a transition from like movie production, and then and it's turning real around you as you go deeper and deeper in there. The sets are becoming actual time, so you're going back in time, and you're in the time of the Mummy when you actually when you actually get on the attraction. And there's also another underlying theme with Reggie, which is the Mummy that tells you got to get out of here. It's a trap. This whole place. Yeah, exactly. There's a pre-show that goes on screens in there that nobody sees because you fly right past those these days. But there's a pre-show that includes Reggie in it, so it's kind of funny to see that.
As a person or as a mummy?
As a person first, and then because he's a production assistant.
Okay.
That gets mummified and gets his soul taken eventually in the ride. But so you go through the extended queue, and they kind of tell you the story, about Reggie and about how the ride progresses through, and then you start to dip off into other areas that are under the track.
Right.
For the Mummy, which are really cool. I think the first part is right where you hear Reggie start talking. You get to go under the track for that and kind of see how that room progresses into the gold room, the treasure room, and then you go back out of there, and then he takes you over to the another part, which is the switchback at the end, and you kind of get to see the switchback in operation that goes to the exit. So you've got the Brendan Fraser clip playing.
Yeah.
And then you get to see that the actual track switcher at the bottom and how it switches from one side to the other, which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he ended our tour. I don't know if everybody's tour will end this way, but he ended our tour by just walking us up to the disabled entrance and getting us right on the front row of the ride.
Even better.
And riding with us.
Awesome.
And while we're riding, pointing out additional things that we hadn't seen before, and things that we had because we ride it so often.
Yeah.
Like the Kong idol in the treasure room.
I've still never seen that.
Oh yeah. It's on the look up and to the left when you go, and you'll see it up there. But he also said there was another running theme, and of course I'm going to forget it now. But there was another running theme through a couple of other attractions that this one he said you have to watch the film in the treasure room. Like as soon as you enter, in the top corner, there's something that comes up, and I'm blanking out on what it was. But he said it's in other attractions as well. So I'm going to have to talk to Travis and Nina and find out what that was, and then we're going to have to hunt it down. In the other attractions, I believe it's E.T.
Oh,
I think that's what it was. I think it was E.T.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's either on the film or something, and I think it's like an homage just to it being the oldest attraction that's surviving. The last one.
Yeah.
But, he said it's in a couple of other attractions as well, so we have to hunt that down and find it.
Wow.
Or he's just been there 2 months. Maybe somebody told him.
Yeah, but it's still cool though, isn't it? Like I wonder how many people know that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely recommend giving it a shot. He said it's still pretty new now. They're looking to actually, he said like in Men in Black, they have people there when they do the immigration tours. They have people there that are pretty much there just to do that.
Really?
Like one of the rotations around is just to handle the immigration tours and other tours as they come through. So he said that they're trying to get more people at Mummy so they can do that all the time. But right now, if it's really super busy and they've got people doing things, you might not be able to do it. So be understanding for sure when you go and talk to them about it. And if they're not able to do it then just try back later in the day because things change minute to minute at a park, as you know. So
you need to go to the parks, Darren, and then give Nina $10 to go and get herself some ice cream and go and see if you can do the forest tour at ET.
Yeah,
because I know she won't go on it with you.
Yeah, she does not want to see Britannicus in person.
That's the one that really is hit and miss. If you find someone who's been working that attraction for a long time, they will know what you're talking about. If you find someone who's only been there a very short time, they won't have a clue.
Yeah, and the problem is the most of the staff. I think sometimes there's a person out front, but sometimes that person that's out front is going back and forth between the inside and out front. So it's hard to even get somebody there to even ask them for it. Because once, you actually have to go inside the attraction to see if you can even do it.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of waiting and the pre-show video and a lot of that. So,
well, the guy I know that told me about it who works ET isn't even working there at the moment. He's in another country entirely.
Oh, okay. Well.
So there you go. But I wonder if there's any others, because I know Universal put a post on their blog a couple of weeks ago about the VIP tours and the immigration tours part of it, and I think there was something else. I wonder if there's any other. See, can you imagine doing a Gringotts one or a Forbidden Journey one? They would be phenomenal.
They would be. That's one though. I think that with J.K. Rowling being involved in all that, I don't think she would be cool with that.
Or even something like a
Spider-Man. Killing the magic.
Yeah.
In that way.
Like a Spider-Man or a Transformers, maybe.
Yeah. That I was thinking, what was it? Because the other ones are kind of cool. Mummy is because of the queue, the expansive queue. Men in Black, obviously, for the queue as well. They have to be really careful about the areas they can take you backstage. The parts that you go to in Mummy are completely caged over.
Yeah.
Right. So they would have to have closed off, caged off areas where you are not going to get hurt, obviously, because you're a liability at that point.
Yeah. I suppose you think with Forbidden Journey they've kind of inbuilt that tour with the castle tour. Yeah.
I would like to see Simpsons too, just because it used to be Back to the Future, of course. But to be outside of the vehicles and see the dome and how it looks from that angle, it would have to be pretty cool. Yeah,
if you were down on ground level, looking up at the dome and all the cars and stuff, that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, they need to get more of those going.
Yeah,
I would. They. I mean, in theory, they could do it for any of them.
It's funny how they don't really promote them. How they just... I found out because it was Hate to Fly posted it on Twitter that he'd done it.
Yeah.
So I knew you were going to the parks that weekend, so I was like, Darren, go and ask about the production tour.
And they don't... Yeah, and I can understand that they don't want them to go crazy.
Oh, yeah, because everyone will be asking for it.
Definitely. So...
Awesome.
Definitely. All right, well, many of you have voted for this one. It's Universal Orlando Attraction Audio. And the winner is...
Hang on, I need to butt in. Let me butt in. It wasn't even close, right?
No.
It wasn't even close. I think it was something like 10% to 14% to the winner was 76%. It blew everything else out of the water.
Yes, and Thomas J. Wagner was very happy about that. I got... What I'm sure he voted on his, because I found out personally that you can vote on multiple devices on that.
Darren.
Yeah. So I think I gave a couple of votes to ET myself. But the winner is ET.
Yeah, I don't think that was much surprise.
Yeah.
There's a few people the reason I put it in this month because there was a few people asking for it. So I stuck it in there, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah. So stay tuned after the outro here for the audio of that. It's always fun to hear. It's bizarre.
I think that was the audio. That audio that will be getting played, I'm pretty sure, is from when Tracy and I and the kids wrote it back in 2013.
Cool. So yeah, pay attention at the end. Listen for those names.
Right.
Tracy. UK listeners, go to iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review in May, and you could win a $25 Universal gift card.
Yep, not long left. If you listen to this when it
How
comes out, there's
awesome
only a week.
is that?
We haven't heard that for a while. Yeah, we only got a week. If you're listening to this on Tuesday when it comes out, you've only got a week left to get in there.
Yep, so hurry it up. So for Jennifer, Maureen, and Lee, this is Darren, and this has been the Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast.
That's it for another Unofficial Universal Orlando Podcast. Make sure you never miss a show by subscribing on iTunes, and while you're there, please leave us a rating and a review. Listen to us on Stitcher, Google Play, and all your podcast apps. Email us with any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com, or, even better, record your message at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Check out our blog for even more content at uuopodcast.com. And finally, our sponsors, Fairy Godmother Travel, are here to help with all your Universal vacation needs. So check them out today at fairygodmothertravel.com. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.
E.T. Em, Adon, Ryan, Carrie, Jade, Tracy, Lee, Raymond,